Hey guys, so this is the penultimate episode of Unit 3. So this is going to be Lesson 5 from Unit 3. We're going to be talking about adding and subtracting like fractions. So fractions with like denominators already. So, because this is like denominators, if you've done this before, you know this is really a really easy lesson. It's not going to be that big a deal. The next lesson gets a little more complicated, but I think we got this. Let's dive in and remind ourselves or teach ourselves how to do this. Let's do it. All right. So we are going to jump straight in with examples. We're still kind of in review mode, right? That's probably, if not, I think we'll pick it up through experience is probably the best way to get these, right? So we're going to do some examples. Example number 1. Example number 1 is going to be 7/10 plus 6/10. So to add fractions, once we have like denominators, now again, we only need like denominators for addition and subtraction. We don't, as we saw in our previous lessons, we don't need those for multiplication and division, but we do have to have like denominators for addition and subtraction. So once we have like denominators, all we do is we add the numerators together, right? So 7 plus 6 is 13. And then the denominator stays the same. So 13/10. And that's really all there is to it. That's actually kind of done. Now, at this point in our math career, we don't like improper fractions as our answers. So, So we want to take that extra step and go ahead and convert that. So over in our scratch paper space, over in the margin or whatever, we can do 10 into 13. 10 goes into 13 once. 1 times 10 is still 10. We subtract. 13 minus 10 is 3. So our answer is 1 3/10, right? 1 3/10. Easy peasy. No big deal at all. Let's do another example. This time with some words coming out of my mouth. I don't know. Struggling, right? Let's do one with subtraction. I don't know why I'm struggling so much this time. This afternoon. I was sick yesterday. Feeling pretty good today though, so I think we're rocking and rolling, but I'll use that as an excuse. My brain is still foggy. So 5/8 plus negative 7/8. Now remember, when we have parentheses like this, all the parentheses is there for is to upgrade our neatness, right? So we don't accidentally bring that over and connect them or do anything weird with that, right? That's the only reason the parentheses are there. So this time we're looking at we're doing addition subtraction. We need a like denominator. They're all going to be like denominators in this one, hence the title of the lesson. But so the signs are different though this time. So we're going to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger one. Which one is bigger? That's the 7/8, right? So our answer is ultimately going to be negative. I'm going to kind of put that down here. Give me plenty of space to kind of do work and all the things. So we subtract. So 7 minus 5 is 2. Oop, I don't know why I'm doing it down there. 2. And then the denominator stays the same. So negative 2/8. Now those reduce. Those are going to reduce by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So the answer to 5/8 plus negative 7/8 is negative 1/4. No big dealio. No big dealio at all. Now let's do one that is a mixed number. Example number 3. All right, so we're going to do 2 3/8. Plus 3 7/8. Okay. So I used to teach these where you convert it to an improper fraction first and then add. And that still works. And if you do it that way, that works fine. I have discovered over the past year or so of jumping into teaching this particular level of math and all of that I really do actually prefer stacking it, and then if we're doing subtraction, you borrow and all of those things. And so that's the way we're going to do in this video. So what we do with these when we got a mixed number is we stack them. We put the whole numbers over here, and then we put the fraction part over there, right? And then we add them separate. Right? So 3/8 plus 7/8 is 10/8. 2 plus 3 is 5. Now, we definitely don't want to leave that as 5 and 10/8. What in the world does that even mean? That's bonkers, right? So we need to convert this 10/8 from a improper fraction to a mixed number. However, I don't know if you have noticed already, I'm trying to get you in the habit of looking for reducing ASAP, right? Because the earlier we reduce, the easier life's going to be, right? So you may have noticed that we can reduce this top and bottom by 2. So let's do that real quick. Because the smaller our numbers are, the easier it is to work with them, right? So this can turn into 5 and 5/4. Now, we still need to convert that improper fraction to a mixed number. So let's do that. Go over to some scratch paper or your margin or whatever else and do 4 into 5. 4 goes into 5 once. 1 times 4 is 4. We subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1, so 1 and 1/4. So what do we do with that, with all this other mess? So mixed numbers are kind of weird. It's kind of a stupid notation. I don't know if you've seen this or recognize that it's a stupid notation, but it is. It just really, really is. Because what this 5 and 5/4 means is what it really means is plus. In almost every other case, whenever we have two things right next to each other, it's multiplication, right? This is the one major exception to that mixed numbers are actually adding. And so that's what's going on here. And so this is going to be 5 plus 1 and 1/4. So we just add the whole number parts, right? So it's 6 and 1/4. I don't know why I didn't switch back, because I was thinking about all the different things. Now we got some sort of fancy schmancy number answer. That's intentional. We're doing some sort of weird glowy thing. I don't know. Right? So that's adding it when there's mixed numbers. Let's see. I'd like to do a subtraction mixed number. Let me find an example. That one will work. That one will work just fine. All right, so example 4. All right, let's do a subtraction mixed number. So we're going to do example, didn't I just say 4? I did. Example 4. Example 4, we're going to do negative 8 3/10 plus 4 and 9/10. This is a perfect example. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's almost like I planned it. I didn't, but it's almost like I did. All right, so we're going to stack them, and we're going to put the bigger number on top, and we're even going to put the minus on top, and that'll help us be one more way to remember that the answer comes out negative at the end. All right, so we're going to stack them. Do negative 8 and 3/10 plus 4 and 9/10. We're subtracting, right? Because the signs are different. I know, it's a little bit crazy. If this is like blowing your mind and whatever integer rules and all of those things, then you may need to go back a few lessons in this course. If you're in my class, then you're probably doing just fine. But if you're not in my class and this is like blowing your mind, and if I remember, I'll put a link in the iCard. But if you go back to this course, we're offering all of the lectures for this for free here on YouTube. So anyway, I won't spend too much time on that, but I have videos on making some of these earlier things clear. So let's finish up what we're doing. Now, so we're subtracting, and we're trying to subtract 3/10 minus 9/10. We can't subtract 10 from 3. 9 from 3, right? So we've got to borrow. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out borrowing from mixed numbers. So we're going to take this and turn it into a 7, right? Now this guy, what we've got to do to figure out what number it is here, we add the denominator plus the numerator. So it's going to be 13/10. Now, why are we doing that? And the reason why we're doing it is because we subtracted a whole 1 over here, and we're adding a 1 over here too, but we're adding 10/10. And 10/10 plus 3/10 is 13/10. So that's why that works, and that's why we have to do that way. Does that make sense? I hope so. If you are in my class and that's confusing, ask questions in class. If not, let me know in the comments below, and who knows, we may be able to help you out more. I'd love that. I want these to be useful videos for you. So now we just subtract like normal. 13 minus 9 equals 4. So we've got 4/10 over here. And then 7 minus 4 is 3. Now see, we've got that negative up there top. That helps us remember that our answer is negative. So our answer is negative 3 4/10. Now, we're not quite finished. I don't know if you saw that or not. Trying to preach reducing. So we got to reduce these guys. We're going to reduce these guys by 2. So our final answer to this example is negative 3 2/5. That's all there is to it. That's that lesson. We'll see you in the next one. The last one for this unit will be the next video. If you're in my class, I'll see you in class. If you're not in my class, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been useful to you. Let me know in the comments what other kinds of videos would be helpful to you, any areas in your math that you're struggling with, or any of those things. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. It helps us be able to offer all of these lecture videos for free to you guys here on YouTube. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.